there is a law. Ghana Highway Authority for the Yajumo Krum Hanum. Na yen na yabu yeni edi egusuo. Eti ebia after na presentation no. President John Dramani Mahama gonja tishe kronkron ebi kura na yansan kwankofa emra foforo bi anya den amfa ma. It's about yen enipa yebu achechire Ghana no ye be discipline. Ma menyi me watch nto. Niaka Ghana ni se yen timamufo no and those in charge ebe di wo mu especially wo mu a omde mra aye adwuma krom ha niama brochire aye brochire ni se wo ya me papa wo ya me maame wo ya me nua na wudi oman ne bone a entete ne kire me se nsese me hyewde o ese me timi yu ba mra tie me. There are too many laws in Ghana, but favoritism and tea. So we catch you say, "O man at Timono, emra ni mua, forget it." Nya samwe. So we catch you say, "O man at Timono, emra ni Ghana, me say, forget it." Odiye, pe ho asem na nya samwe. Jawomra e okrom hanom. But akase yebenya nkrofo a obani da ho na omdo oman no obetimi do oman no ayadwuma irrespective of nipa or committed that offense no. But in Ghana, oh me ofa ase o yeminu o obi kura fom no ofro bi sa say unni mpani bi a obetwitwa ageme nya sa rete. Because of say all these years emra no enipa obetwa mamra na adwuma no nipa no achia mra nti onim say eye doable yebetimi achia mra yebetimi bene the loss no ento be frɛ say kwasi manya asɛm na onni pani bi e wo soro ho menim say wo so sa course no utanya bi pa enti krom ha emra ne dɔɔso dodo na aka say yebe hye ho so Nenya nkrofo a ometimi ni emra no aye adwuma e wo citizens ne so asa emra no bi susu wo honom a ehia amendments esese e amende ebia at that time ye hwemra no ye adwune ho akono eho implications no na ye nim se beduru ho internet se emra no de susu so boni bi ebre ya. We need to revisit the same law no na amend it. Na yenhwe baby ebe boy no na yemfa nante emoye bra. Asa eti asamwe no anya den. Enne me wo yakwan ne so. Owura governs Kwame Agboja obi ebe na on can't say one thing about Radio Good is that sir ye kasa hanom na nipa nimpo ayebo ne din no sabiga wontie a onyo obi mane yeden efra no ka kire ne se ya bo din wo ha etu da ho na pani bia fafo afro se mbate se bo mdin na eba asema ameka mfante kakra eba asema eti governs Kwame Agboja. Governs is going to be one of the successful ministers under John Mahama. Hear me. Governs Kwame Agboja is going to be one of the successful ministers under John Mahama part 2 or second coming. There is a deliberate effort or decision by this government to make sure say obey yakwain. And no. President Mahama kwa Ocha N1 no. A deliberate decision by the government led by John Mahama. And whoever a minister no, ye be who say oh yeah juma. And that minister will be a successful minister because abandoning is what you say. As I said, Ghana kwan me yadodo na ye economy no emu etimitre. Enti agboja kwa woko ba oba no sebi enye se wono wakopa sika bi so de be contractors. Enye agboja na akoba da bi ene o se wo force so ye nya kwan yo. Eye deliberate by this government. Said this is the path or this is the way ye pese ye ko. Enti whoever and now oil road and highways minister no that minister after 4 years no obechi ne din na ne be me hu say minister no after say na ban e take deliberate decision no ne be hu minister say oye adwuma ne ye enema kitenkiti na agencies e da na se so be discipline na external force bia invade honum emedi se hunu et those issues no so ye sector minister who your road minister not say want to me and tackle issues no not that at the problem bar now you're weak leader now you're weak and one more by no so and your 2 faults minister be successful because a ban of deliberate policy so be upgrade your rules no Nyame who say minister so aye adwuma no aye agencies and the roads and highways discipline beko ho asa I don't know so Temasia and the government's Kwame Agboja is going to be one of the successful ministers under John Mahama's second coming because of deliberate policy by this government say ye be yakwan ye be si adan ye be tre economy ni mu no aya ban no policy a wa sheda no ode ato say meye saade we nothing more nothing less manachi ade ba ko bi omampani John Mahama asemu a oka say esese road minister hwe na budgeting sensem na de ade from next year kono the required weight before you kwan so no there is an agency I found as a load. I share GHA. I say Ghana Highway Authority. I say me make no. And your port there GPHA. Ghana Port and Harbour Authority. I'm talking about GHA. Ghana Highway. For some me making. Aura government Kwame Agboja and a ohono. The attorney say agency found as a load. And a regulatory. I get cross country cars akasia I for goose no I don't know how to put them but they be am kwebeba what's that those heavy trucks na a load niama near efi ama hodo so eba Ghana near air transit etwa mu akono there is an agency called Azulot and the Ghana Highway Authority. And so as a load no I Ghana Highway pe and am rashom say o manage story I mean ye this is not the first time I mean story we e wa fi we say mo but me kan kwa kusi asem bi so enti as log stations no yekita more than 20 of them our Ghana and I'm told Sem saba kupe na enya adwuma. Now ko Ghana Highway Authority that agency e fa no Azulod no. Womu kita pani a odoma no a wono na o manage stations ni nyina. Enti urban recruitment ni eso ye adwuma wa ha akom aso ye bo a ebia aplawodi yi ananzima fodi yi womu na omhwe e manage. Ebacho what yase but say dwuma ni nyina no womu ye edema GH a GH so e Ghana na de etia ne say mami kan no mabura mfiri Seni omampani ekaye no. Asilo station na ehye under GHH no. Enye money making venture for Ghana. But Asilo stations no, in the wisdom of Emperor drafted that act no. The battle for act ne to never to nche kakra me. What we share say asema e mampani John Mama eko western no work no. Eno nkonko regulator e make sure say the right weight I share him say 70 tons, 80 tons, 90 tons of goods are tracks akese ne fa no. Eno pe no betimi ne afa so. Se uduru ho na oburu so a yo bibi afa no penalty. Utua no wasan ayi so. One more time be say shed off. Eti over shed of the goose. Now this how goose no am another track for fro. But in Ghana, enye sade ekono enti omo ya na so ya define abanti o ya be fine no e van say 5,000 na maximum 5,000. But in event Lord no baburo so no emra ni say 5,000 no yemo ho makoma ahe 4 it be 20,000 and for now. Alaska betimi a highlight babia yellow one wa me pa chobra Facebook where LI 2180 road traffic regulations 2012 the same road chroma bra Facebook yeah there are two screens so emra o chroma emra chroma loss wa hapa eti yenhwade I want to read from the screen. Eti okay, I think say no. LI 2180 no. The batch 2012 no. Yenhwa point number 6. Or say in the event that goods which are overloaded are not offloaded. In the event that goods which are overloaded are not offloaded, the fees for carrying the load further will be 4 times the corresponding fee for the overload unless a special permit is produced. Let me take it again. In the event that goods which are overloaded are not offloaded, no opportunity say ekokoba say trucks akesi a me kom ho asemi wafa eniam na abroso na kodu point bi na esese wo yiso na wo anyiso a the fees for carrying that load further will be 4 times the corresponding fee. For instance, it is a young funny say your certain tonnage SSA would defa kwane so. Ebi aburo so 5 tons, 20 tons, 100 tons. Ebi ha 100 tons no ana 30 tons no. You charge you 5,000. Example na mdeka no. The law is saying that se koba se one year shed off anas one offload and yama na free so a. SSA yama wutua se sika na ye ju no emprem akomako 9. That is the corresponding fee. Ebrofo. The fees for carrying the load further will be 4 times the corresponding fee for the overload unless a special permit is produced. Ubetia sasika no. And ebia na bia kwa jitumi krata bia. Emma wo. En shall say tia sasika no. Na me establish bibi na ya bowura kumase na adi nkomo bi ho no enti sene we se ni nyina na ekro no ayemra LI 2180 a legal instrument I Ghana mra road traffic for top ne bra for full document in the tour. I think sir Maria Honomono. Etemra ayashisha yajia to mukruma. Enya weka BOGH and a shisha samra no. Eti road traffic regulations 2012 LI 2180 where page 65 ye 2 million ani achiresi. Eti Mr. President Emra we say no honum. What I want us to do is that ebia sabiga samra we no jebetimi amende. Sa in an event obi overloading niema I say offloading no yanyi 4 times the corresponding fee no sa corresponding fee yanyi yanyi free honum say overload ya eniema no omane nye ne ekipi. And we need enkrofo one by discipline to enforce this law. And the various points, you know, the various stations, Mami Kanza, because your other law stations, so the various stations, you know, we need enkrofo only discipline. Na omun kwaji da mudia eman enkrofo nya den entwam. Sa yeyi sa emra we na ya amendina. We don't need any law. Ye hear mrafo fro bia biem. Dada no. Yenya den. Yen sachirem. Na afie si mu yi. And some mebre na koso okroma as far as Azulud are concerned. It should be by. Am I yet dede ne anuanom central for bi etiti radio so TV so social media Azulud asumasi obenten munyino woyan PPD woyan hwahwani when I didn't buy it and I'm then na koswe. At one day I sat down and me aden me friend producer said momra ne ekoso enie when yate what should we do? And one say send the adwuma no mra tie no say asem sia yentie one side to judge. Eti said the Radio Gold air credible station ayen kan sem ohadam pa choda no yen follow sa tradition no. Eti me buki appointment eko Ghana Highway Authority. Me buki appointment eko Ghana Highway Authority. And I'm Koshia as a load manager. Your friend Elizabeth Ejakwa. And I was given a document. Sir, Jamuna niye saying that here as a long station, you know, Yajuma dia ye niye. Last week, National Security for Head of Monitoring and Intelligence. You call Aplau kwa kanu border. Offer sa stretch in this one. As a load 4 stations in the honum. Yen can't have problems be. And the crack can be na me call Ghana Highway Authority for no. And I'm a call J education about how omniama tie. You say on modus operandi. San kwazibro ni beka no. E kwa mfaswa wo me yom niama. Because sometimes as journalists you may sit somewhere nobody story be a boom. Your friend wa hey no. That wakike mu ana etinipa na wote wo no. Sa asem na o kan onim chen wo a obeka che osakoi wabon onim hwe. And our job is to inform, entertain, near educate. It be by someone paniakasa. Sir, as the load, you for the right way, and wait to no so. But you are quite a lie. And Ghana Highway Authority for the Ejuma. And you find saying, as the load station so, and the Ghana Highway Authority. Now, near 10 years. Me bole di bidin. E fa Elizabeth Ejakwa. Me te se yese sa mami na ompese Ghana as a load ebekoso. Allegations re na doso. Me nua no hini ba nom enkrofo bebre kan bi. Ada me call ye. Me kwaji information no. Ahona me ko hunu say sa young lady bi aye na adwuma ohanom ebra na NDC opposition Emma Wanabo Sam George Court TV3 eko defend ne say gani ye NDC ni no ya adwuma enya sika bebre so mo bi sika bebre ni firi the more ye enya sika ndebo na ye road ya den editoriety ene president mama kasa se court sa etimo mu defend sa de no ene wo hefa sa Belinda girl no ehona me ko hunu say na sa ne dwuma di odi ye no there is an audit report implicating for 4.3 million embezzlement. Sikana kodini ho. Audit report implicating no. As a lot for Pamono no. And Namenu Kasai. Belinda Gerno, ewa come as a load. Now, National Security Coordinator. And I mean one issue, you have about one down here. National Security Coordinator, your friend is saying Osman Razak. Okay, but tape number come on me head there. Ontie sa sounds we e na kache. GH1 fire story be. Almost say workers are almost Azulu station akom. Okay, now I'll talk about akom aso yaboa buankra na adanse asokwa. Why ready? Yanko.
Are demanding the immediate removal of the Ghana Highway Authority's axle load manager, Elizabeth Ajakwa, over allegations of corruption and mismanagement. The aggrieved workers say her continued stay in office undermines government efforts to enforce axle load regulations and protect the country's road network. Channel 1 News' Ashanti regional correspondent Fatih Aminu Ibrahim has more.
Dozens of workers at the 4 Azul stations across the Ashanti region staged a protest on Wednesday, October 22nd, calling for the immediate dismissal of the Ghana Highway Authority's Azul load manager, Elizabeth Ajakwa. The protesters accused Madam Ajakwa of engaging in corrupt practices, including illegally imposing fines of 20,000 Ghana cedis on overloaded trucks, 4 times the official penalty of 5,000 Ghana cedis. At a news conference in Kumasi, the workers, dressed in red armbands, appealed to the government to act swiftly to remove her from office.
We are appealing to the government to sack Elizabeth Jakwa, who is manipulating the Azul station in Ghana. We are on our knees, pleading to the government, sack Madam Elizabeth Jakwa for us.
Some of the protesters, who identified as members of the ruling National Democratic Congress (NDC), further alleged that Madam Ajakwa is frustrating the government's job creation agenda. They claim she has been blocking efforts to employ 20 NDC members at each of the 4 way stations in the region, a situation they believe could deny loyal party supporters job opportunities if she remains in office. Now, the aggrieved workers claim that her continued stay in office will undermine the government's plans of enforcing the weight limitations for heavy-duty trucks. For Channel 1 News, I am Fatih Aminu Ibrahim.
Okay, Channel 1 News. What's your friend Fatih Aminu Ibrahim Kawana? Okay. 1. Some crofo is some of your workers. What does it? Some crofo is some of your workers. For regulation, Ibra. And Omokase, reporter Nekase, they are alleging, say, the one Elizabeth Jakwa Muboni Dino at the illegal fee. And our charge transporters, yes, I know. As simple as is ABC. And me match will say, individual be anywhere, what as a load, and a Ghana Highway Authority, or bet me a charge illegal fee. I'm running down on the country. In the event that goods which are overloaded are not offloaded, the fees for carrying the load further will be 4 times the corresponding fee for the overload, unless a special permit is produced. Sabiga, which I say, and Crawford a press conference and no Ashanti region, no, 1 million workers of Azulot. Almost perpetrating in illegality. Because we are worker or Azuloda. Some regulation we say no, as we are abreast with it. Me wa. Emra ebo Azulodo woman as a worker. As I said, u fingertips, as a guano. What da kurani ya kama semua, as we are doing. Unim. So these guys calling themselves Azulod workers, demanded the dismissal of the manager. Say young pom manager no. Nasha worker no. I could be a computer man. Obet me a type A. Near TNA. 30th June. Anna Ashanti region national security. 4 J Azulo station ewa come. Na me listeners there. Munim sa enkomo yedida. Ne mbeba Ghana atumpon ene ye nyina ye hwehwe. Bua obawa dwene. Se obama aban wani mu agu asedache no. Ubedi kan kwa akotena fie. Enti 30th aye June. 30th June. Ana Ashanti region tie national security for Eko J akob Azulod ebo mobo. Now the coordinator our Ashanti region friend Captain Jabari is aware. Captain Jabari is aware. And now almost say woman to say corruption air cost el Azulo station. And the national security for a take over. Omo assembly in any. And Tomoji station, you know. And no recruitment and running station, you know. When assembly saying Nyansani mena, obeje assembly. The Azulo stations are managed by one Azulo manager or Azulo stations, no. Azulo for their manager. It is a corruption be kosua. And so report with evidence. Na ebia the sector minister no. And then the Crawford says saying na abayanim enti immediately yenye bibi fa ho. Ultimate kan kire me say national security for about betra ka chem say ebia. For instance, one of the ministries corruption koso. Etiye national security for Yako Akwaji station I recruitment. Doesn't make sense to you. Eti national security in Ashanti region a hijacker a friend saying Akom Azulot on 30th June 2025. Womu ye no. Anom sa kwaji asuo ye ba. Anom kwaji asa adansia sokwa. Am kwaji buankra. 84 Azulo stations in Nino. Ashanti region national security. I am mentioning Captain Jabari because he's in charge of everything national security in Ashanti region. Captain Jabari, I have personally spoken to the guy. And I told him, I know what I'm saying. Oh, friend, on Kano Crunch now. Eti, Wamukokoji station, no. Mumi saw me say, ever since the national security in Ashanti region, sa illegal activity across so, I'm taking over 4 Azulo stations, no. Sika majije no, omo de mahwan. Mama 2 receipt in your so, not mention viewers na dia. Mumi say Captain Jabari, say, Azulo stations na, omo hijack no, since 30th June no, sika omo jiji ye no, egu Ghana kofesi mo na se egu obi botom. Kwashi we pera mi bisa. Kwashi we na mi bisa. Eti meno kasai the Ashanti region national security Any Azulod for Akunto since June, Abepimne. Ama Azulod for and Pelifon auditors ko they were beaten. Sakwayon Shaman, one boom chum boom. Emma video buyer. One see say only video no. I am giving you evidence. Now, share illegality be Ashanti Region National Security a perpetrate here. You had here. Share 2 receipts when say. Share 2 receipts. Me say omuko hijaki station ahe 30th June meboa 2025. Osha receipt when say now. The one on your right. Who's the actual Ghana Highway Authority also? This is where your official receipts are Azulo stations in the UC. At the time, Omko hijack station, no. So we got data always say so. 5th July. On the right one, no. 5th July 2025. Ashanti Region natural room. Sikama that's is it not 20,000? And not 20,000. Okay. Yanku yenim. One season we say no. Ko pamo. The original workers of Akom Azulo station on pamo woman no. And I'm starting a issue as receipt we. Ghana Highway Authority for receipt in the sign no. And the national security in Ashanti region equal market. Equal to receipt. Receipt in the back another left no. And also dated 7th July. That's 2 years, 2 days after the original one. 7th July 2025. And also the sum of 2,060 Ghana cedis. And also well 260 Ghana cedis. Sorry, 260 Ghana cedis. And to Sabiga, if indeed national security in Ashanti region say Oma to say corruption be cause baby, et you amo boa amo manage sika. Says I reported the sector minister. Now with immediate effect, sector minister need to me appointing Grofon for the call. But Mama Kwa J Azulo station, and I'm running. Some of national security. Are you serious? No official receipt in Saya. Mako Kumasi Bantama market. Aqua top receipt for fro. And I'm modima transporters no. Some microphone in I see a hand of film. This is illegal. On my payment sense when we bekoso. Nama kwako boys bia no say. Sa boys nimra so mampania na so wayi say ene ye baba yan hihye for front no. Ene ye mo na mo ya Azulo do honom na tie. One of their videos. Mini kwankwas minya time mo. Obo say recruitment no ma ye no. Azulo el greater class say free. Semba say biga. So free prepiase, yan found to prepiase Azulo station. Yadoba call Abia, let's say Yadoba Banko call. Nanko call ni nako prepiase. Because Abia Unimobi ho. And almost one moment tears here. And who are you? One of you. Salinda Ghana, Belinda Ghana. Audit reporter. Let me catch him say, Momo Ghana Highway Authority, Mutuano. Audit reporter implicate to be and Belinda Ghana, Oko Akom Station. She's still the manager. SAS squad we are funded the number. Ashanti Region National Security for Belinda. And then Belinda, and that's what me want videos and audios and pictures. Men kasakeke. Me ye din na me say SAS story menye biem. Because na my account platform we say so. Mo pese mo good John Mahama ni mo asekwa. And then you to me no mo ko. Say am de. And now you're chilling crowd do ma call you the gift or whatever general call. Now one day, power turn it. Now so now say national security coordinator, our Ashanti region. We're a national security member, our Ashanti region. Now say audit findings implicate who are. Near to me no. Ebet me ato. Eti one more ya say Mami Elizabeth Dakwa. Anna, what was saying? Wadona wadi sikana bohon say charge 20,000 illegal fee no me de san krata e kire se eye mra se enkoso na kirem na sabiga me wie no since 30th June ankrofo no a hijacking station no sika na the original workers e ho no a generate no 330,000 which is 3.33 billion akom na 186,000 and asuya bo aye 144,000 after months am hijacking ye no omo ko ho no no wodi maso mo ka kire omo sika na omba ene dam no sa sika no mo de ma omo so mo fanko etebesi ne since 30th June ka say fines spot fines o man fa no mo nyina no e wo Captain Jabari ni sa squad no because omo na mo ya Ashanti region national security for omo na mo run and per many investigations no say sika no enko azload mpani for ho Jabari is the Ashanti regional national security guy. It is answer who we are questioning in ano. Woman hubi. It Mr. President. Minim sa ba wabano. Waban obrane so. Waban the papam. Sanse who na kwaso Ashanti region no. Eya numguasia. And that date 23rd October 2025. Make us some way nay. Ebian man can be him. But young friend say down say one day. Sir Azilo stations na as ayi national security for hijack no. One day, it will come back and hit those individuals. No? Guy now, yes, software now that you both tape with her. Okay, kulu the mark one. The guy and now, or that's so running software the mom. Omo yiba kwase, omo shiba kwase. Machine say no. Omo free azilo dum penny for say o machine weighing machine ba kwase na the other repair is over 40,000. Because say since June sika omurane ye no egu ho account so negu when the question me bisa Captain Jabari any say ne boys na di na chi na omso omo no party about power wo ya adwuma chen obi okwa na yan dis ni wo ya adwuma chen wan o pese wo didi a fa kwan paso didi me ni se hunu say party about power wo ya adwuma chen wan me say one day Sadia way mobati ho asem and 23rd day in the month of October 2025 manuasi
o jam no nansei dia wo jiwani as a confidence level